March Madness is in full swing, not just on the court, but off the court across central Indiana. And the heart of the men's NCAA basketball tournament is in Indianapolis. It was hard to know exactly what to expect because, of course, we are still in a pandemic. We have team coverage of what fans and businesses are experiencing as day one of round one of the tournament wraps up. And we start tonight with WRTV's Cameron Riddle live downtown. Cameron, what have you been hearing and seeing? It must be different to see so many people out.
It is a lot different from what it has been for the past 52 weeks. The entire sports world is watching Indianapolis tonight as we host an entire month of college sports, March Madness here in Indy. And it's a bit quiet right now as we are in between games here downtown with things happening inside Bankers Life Fieldhouse and at Lucas Oil Stadium. But if you were downtown, then you know it did not take long to spot some of the out-of-towners wearing the sports gear from their hometown school. You'll also notice that Indy worked hard to put its best foot forward and to turn downtown into a full-on March Madness zone. So how did we do? I caught up with some die-hard sports fans visiting from Buffalo. They've been to Indy before, but they've also been to 125 other sporting arenas across the country. They say what they are seeing tonight proves that no one does it better than Indy.
You got a really vibrant downtown. It's just fun to be here. I'm not really dressed too well, but I don't care. I'm having a great time, and it's a great city.
Indianapolis so far has been hitting it on all cylinders. It's a pandemic year. You'd think, that spirits would be, and energy would be down. But the fact of the matter is that everybody's pumped. Everybody's stoked to be here. There are flags, lawn signs, banners everywhere. The Marriott building has the brackets. It just adds to the vibe and energy of the event.
And this is, of course, the most action Indy has seen since last year, before the pandemic, which, of course, is a reminder we are still in a pandemic. A lot of the folks who were here, of course, not only wearing their sports gear, but also wearing masks, and folks trying to social distance where they could. Of course, people being outside, not everyone wore a mask, but of course we know a lot of folks are either partially vaccinated or fully vaccinated. Nevertheless, what has been clear tonight is that Indy does indeed have a pulse, and we've got a whole month of this action to go. That's what's going on downtown on a Friday night. WRTV reporter Cornelius HOCKER, that is. Cornelius, my friend, I apologize. I'm so excited. I know you are excited up there toward Hinkle Fieldhouse. Good evening.
Good evening to you, Cameron. I do know your name because you are my friend. But like my co-worker and friend Cameron said, so many people were out here earlier today, back right behind me at Chatham Tap, and everyone I saw, they were wearing masks, especially if they were walking around. Now, of course, the masks were off whenever they were eating or drinking. But here in Marion County, there's still a mask mandate. Bars are at 50% capacity and restaurants are at 75% capacity. And if you guys could put up the video at Chatham Tap today, the manager told me that they are doing their best to keep people socially distanced, physically distanced, just to try to do everything they can to keep the coronavirus from spreading in our community. Now, I talked to some diehard sports fans who say what's happening here with March Madness is a good thing for sports all over the country.
It's awesome to be in a live sports venue, and the light is at the end of the tunnel for all sports. NHL, NFL, baseball, MLB. Can't wait for everything to return back to normal. And
I have to agree with those ladies. It did feel like everything was getting back to normal, and I know people were still wearing masks and all those different things, but it was just so nice to see people enjoying themselves and connecting with each other over a shared love of basketball. Amanda?
Cornelius, thank you for that report, and it is nice to see some people out, of course, safely. And this has clearly been a good weekend for Chatham Tap and all the businesses close by. How long is this going to last, and how many more games are going to be played at Hinkle Fieldhouse?
Yeah, Amanda, so 16 games, so 3 today, 3 tomorrow, 3 on Sunday, and 3 on Monday. That's 12. And then next weekend, 2 games on Saturday and 2 games on Sunday. So it's going to be busy throughout this area. And, you know, the folks at Chatham Tap, they're excited. All the nearby places are excited as well. It's just really had livened up. They're excited as well. It's really livened up this area. And like I said earlier, it's just so good to see people out connecting with each other after a year of not being able to do things like this. I'll send it back to you.
You can tell people are really enjoying it. Thank you, Cornelius. Mark.
They are.
Well, if you missed the B-Ball Bash in the new BOTTLEWORKS district on Mass Ave, hey, there will be more opportunities to participate. The party continues from noon to 9 p.m. tomorrow and Sunday. Now, this is free and open to the public. You can watch the games on 20-foot television screens and get a drink from a beer trailer there.